It sucks, honestly.
Until I saw last week. Last week, it opened my eyes. I'm like, oh.
And this week,
all expendable.
they wanted you gone.
I know this.
Because they knew I wasn't going to go up no matter what. So they're like, okay, we'd rather have Braden here than Deshaun to show more loyalty to him.
I know. You don't think I know that? You guys wanted me out. They're gone. Match is done. You guys had your time.
We got to save face with Jed if he wins.
Yeah. We do. We do. I don't want him to win though.
Me neither.
I really don't.
We could take Beth out next week. Easy.
Easy.
Easy move. Easy move.
I do not want him to win. I want them in there consecutively.
And then honestly, I'm going to win either the 4.
The problem is if I win the 5.
Oh,
I have to win the 4.
Oh, Deshaun, what have I been telling you? I'm going to guarantee his final 3 if you win the 5.
I will win the 5.
What better?
I'll win this. I'll win the 5.
I win the 4.
And then fuck. Oh, then the veto. Then I have to win the veto. I don't have to.
You don't have to, but
I should.
you will.
And then me and you final 2. It's an art. That's a discussion. That's a discussion.
That's
That would be a good discussion for everybody to have if things play out how they're supposed to.
exactly. And it would be a sunsetter.
Yeah.
I'd be game.
It'd be so game, bro.
Oh, God. We've made all the fucking moves, man.
I'd be honored to stand next to you. At the end of the day,
It's a long road. I told you were my best bet, and I trusted my gut on that. I just hope I can
always
win.
knew you were too. You were 3 and 4. We had to be together.
Yeah, I just didn't know we were 7 and 6.
Yeah, that's what we didn't know.
Yeah. Oh well, here we go. Let's win this BOV, and then on to the next one.
100 P. Hundo P.
Hey. Smells good. Been showering? Took a long shower?
What? Showering is good.
Huh? What you say, Cups?
No one's here.
Yeah.
Keep your distance.
You saying block energy is real?
Break. Please turn down the volume on the music player.
Crying is right. You hit the your car, yeah, fuck.
In my little cutest car I've ever had in my life.
In total?
Totaled it?
The steering was off.
What was it?
Like
Cooper?
Suzuki Tracker.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to have one of those.
SUV?
Yeah, it fit like 3 people.
Yeah,
What?
mine fit 4.
Yeah, 4, but it's so
Yeah, the
small
back
and
was
cute.
So it's
small.
not an SUV.
It felt like a go-kart.
Yes,
Like mine was standard.
What color?
mine was standard.
You know how to drive a stick?
Yeah,
What color?
Damn, alright.
it was white.
White?
Can you drive a stick, Tara?
No.
Tashawn?
Barely.
Jed?
No.
Please go to the diary.
Don't mind if I do.
I can't drive a stick.
I feel like my feet are too small. I'll teach you.
What are you talking about? Your feet
I'm
are too
down.
small.
I need to drive.
Like, cause you don't have to like switch the pedals a bunch.
No, you just you with your left foot you hit the clutch.
Oh. I don't know why I thought they were like closer together. Like they're on opposite sides.
I love driving stick. My last car was a standard, and then I just upgraded just before I came. Wasn't much of an upgrade, but I wonder if they sold my car.
Who?
Babe, did he sell it or what?
It's for sale?
Why?
Because we could probably only get like $200 for it. It was bad. Really not selling it up here. It was just given to me.
200?
Jericho's uncle and aunt just gave it to me because my truck broke down. And I was like, they're like, hey, do you want this car? I was like, what do you mean want this car? Like no one's ever done anything nice for me before. So I was like, yeah, sure. And it was like, it was a fixer-upper.
Was that 03?
Huh?
Was that the 03?
It was actually a 02. But once I got it, like I was put it to like a car detailer and whatnot, and then I like fixed up the outside. It was completely fine. Probably took it like another 100K. It's got almost 500,000 kilometers on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is it a Civ?
No. It's a Yoda Echo.
Oh, yeah.
Just a tiny little silver thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know those ones.
It just goes.
Those ones to go for a minute though.
Is that a hatch?
Huh?
Hatch? Hatchback?
No.
Oh.
There's a hatchback version.
Yeah, there is. I've seen that one.
Yeah, no, this is an older one. Standard, no power windows.
What does Jared have?
We rock Explorer,
Oh, no.
like 2016 or something.
Okay.
I want a new whip.
Pushing the nice thing.
I know she keeps wanting to upgrade because it's paid off next year.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, no, let's just do a year with it and then figure it out because then we won't have those car payments to make. And I don't know what that life is like.
Car payments? Or not car
No, not car. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of extra
It is.
income.
We
It's
just
gonna
got
be-
rid of like one car payment because we had 2. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, we quit when we quit drinking. Like, we're not like big drinkers, but we're like, why do we have so much money in our bank accounts? It was nuts.
I was drinking like that.
Well, during the Christmas season, you know.
That's true.
Or
But-
especially if like you entertain, like if you have people over.
Oh, I would
feel like
al-
you're the type where it's like, don't bring anything to my house.
Pretty much. I
like
always
that too.
have a food and then I pair it with a cocktail to match the food that we're
Yeah.
having. So it's sushi, we're doing like sake bombs. Like if it's a big chowder, I'm gonna have
Oh yeah, sushi would be okay too.
a nice like red wine, something just to pair. Or like I do make really good Caesars.
You're a good host, huh?
Oh yes, sir. That's my favorite thing to do. Is have people over. My-
Done jamming out.
My favorite thing is when there's like my backyard is filled with all the neighborhood kids and I'm like cooking on the barbecue and like the house is full, the dogs are running around and it's like summertime. Because we have a ton of neighborhood kids.
Sounds like a vibe.
It
Holiday.
is. And I'm all yelling at all of them like, hey, cut that shit out. What are you doing down there?
Just kids from the street?
Yeah, kids from the street. You can't let them act like wrong in front of you. They do that once and then they're gonna do it again.
They just come eat?
Oh yes.
I love
They
that.
literally walk into our house and they're like, where's the snacks? And I have this mini fridge and it's like got like kind of like a dresser thing, but it's got drawers in it. And I was like, go to the snack drawer. So they just go to the snack drawer. I was like, you're allowed one, and if you eat dinner, you're allowed one more after that.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's a ton of kids that just come by and vibe like that.
Community. Love that.
It is. It's such, the res is such a beautiful place, man. Some savage kids out there, though. I've had to go out into the streets and get crazy.
Like what's the worst thing that you've seen the kid that's not yours do that you had to like,
Oh
call him
my
out for?
God! I seen him. He had a tiny dog, and he was helicoptering it, and I ran out and I just screamed as loud as I possibly could, and he like. Never do that again.
When did he say it? What was the
Day
context?
2, in the
Day
Never
2.
Have I Ever.
Yeah.
He put his finger down.
And we were all like, woo!
Oh, shoot. Wow. Remember those days?
No, I'm not even the same human.
Same.
I just look and feel different. Like, why are my hands so red? Are they?
I don't think your hands look red.
Look at this finger, how fucked up it is. I can't even straighten it. Baby,
I put your tank top on your bed.
Oh, thank you.
Justin.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot I left it in there. Thank you.
No problem, no problem.
Yes, we got boys.
Seems to be in a mood. Same with Beth.
It's because we're all vibing in the HOH room.
Yeah.
I wonder if Deshaun's gonna ask him to throw it to him.
Maybe, good. That is, like, for them, their best case scenario in their minds. Like, for Beth and Jed, best case scenario for them is throw it to Ty. Ty pulls one of them down. Then they control the boat. Then they both stay. All three. You know how crazy it would be? He convinces them to throw it.
There's a blind side happening. I just hope it's in our favor.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Deshaun's in way too deep with us.
Yeah. It wouldn't make any sense for him.
No.
How could it? They wanted to cut him. Ooh, ooh.
He could never.
Why is it so oily over here? This was a mistake.
On the counter?
Yeah. Sorry.
Not rolling her eyes. Not rolling her eyes. As soon as she walked out the corner, rolled her eyes and went upstairs.
Right out the door.
And literally, I'm like, okay. I'll go talk to her soon.
Oh boy.
I don't care. I'll be like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Clearly you're not. She'll be like, yeah, I'm just pissed that you didn't fucking pitch.
To volunteer for me.
Literally.
You wanna go play some speed chess?
They're in Expedia.
Oh.
And no, you kicked my ass last time.
No, I'm just bored.
Let's just be bored together.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm not gonna hang out with you.
No.
That's
That's my
ridiculous.
Well,
So, like-
we don't have to be in private rooms.
No,
I'm
exactly.
like, do they want me just like to ignore you the whole time?
Yeah.
I think that's what they want.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They want you to feel like you're alone in this game. That was their tactic,
Yeah. Which is fine.
but you're not.
Yeah.
You have the Night Riders on horses.
Not horses.
That'll be our celebration.
Miniature ponies.
Not your ponies.
When we vote, Brett, we'll giddy up by each other.
Stop.
Hey, we're gonna have to. There's only 3 people voting, so there's gonna.
We got one of us. Unless we're split up.
Oh, that's it's you.
You.
Just not.
You.
Well.
Just don't like the waiting.
I thought you were getting in to get called to do it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, me too.
I still think we need a BC before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Baby can family.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited for the backyard to open up again.
Yes. It's gonna be so hard to find people.
But at least like you can be sitting outside, you can be working out. Like there's other things you can do like by yourself.
Yeah. That was my thing. That's why I was running that day. I was like, there's nothing
Ooh.
else for me to do. I mean, run around the fucking backyard.
Yeah. Ooh. Do you want to go to OLG?
I'll come either in a minute.
Yeah, go do some damage control.
Yeah. Wait until she pops out of Destiny and she comes down.
Yeah.
I'm like, can we chat?
Baby can family.
The original layer.
Here.
Yeah, they both look super pissed.
Oh, it's because we were hanging out in your HOH room.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we're not going up there once.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. They wanted everybody to go to you and be like, you're alone, you're next, you're done.
But they have to know that that would mean that one of you would go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
And why would we be mad that
why
we're
are
still
you guys,
here?
why would you guys sacrifice your game for the two of them?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't
No.
get it. I'm not sacrificing shit for the minute here on out.
No.
I should
And
have.
like, I'm not gonna lie, there is a part of me like, Ty does have the power to pull off the ultimate blindside either way.
Yeah.
Either way. But it would make no game-wise sense. Like, well, you just threw away your shot to win.
Yeah.
If he pulled the blindside on us.
Mm-hmm.
It would not make, I just keep telling myself, it would not make sense for him.
Ty feels like if he wins this veto and he wins the next HOH, he still has a chance to win this game,
Absolutely.
which he does.
Absolutely. Everybody still has a chance.
I really
Nothing's-
think my resume is not looking as good anymore.
Well, it's going to start because there's less people who can win. Do you know what I mean? And everybody, there's still lots of opportunities.
Oh, yes. I agree.
But I mean, if Ty won, he really could fuck Silver if he wanted to. It wouldn't make sense for him to do, but he could. I just
Wouldn't.
don't see how that would look well for him later.
No. Here's what's gonna, like, if Jed wins, we send Beth home, we tell Jed, she's been talking crazy to all of us.
Yep.
We really sincerely feel that she wanted you to get cut bad.
Yes. Yep.
She wasn't up there because she wouldn't have used the POV.
She was up there because she was a liar
She's
to
up,
everyone.
She's up there because she was a liar and because we truly thought that she wouldn't have used the POV on you. That's only if he wins. We have to
Yeah.
tell him that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Be like, we did this for you. She was going to come for you. And
Which she might have in the end.
Exactly.
I can't tell.
he won't know. Me, Braden, and Tashawn will all say the same shit. In the event, then Jed just comes for me anyways because I'm the next.
Yeah, if Jed stays, he's putting up me and you.
Yeah, oh, 100%.
For sure.
And then if I don't win that POV, I go home. There's still a chance you stay over Braden because I don't think they want to get into memory comps with Braden for days.
Yeah. Why does he know him really well?
I don't know. But I told them that he does.
Yeah.
I told him that one night he just started going through the days and he had all the TikTok days, the POV days, and the skip days.
He might want to go after Braden. Just because they really don't trust him at all.
No.
And if they think that Braden's like hanging out with me a lot.
And again, that's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, he's gone. We don't have to say shit to Beth.
No.
It's me, Ty, and Braden versus Beth. Although, I don't know if Ty would keep me over Beth. Doesn't make sense.
It's pretty crucial that you win the next HOH.
Oh, or Braden.
Yeah.
I don't think Braden cuts me. I think he puts up Ty and Beth. One of them come down. You have the vote.
Yeah.
You don't vote for me. You make Braden make the tie. I really think he'll keep me.
Yeah. I think he would too.
This entire game, 50 days, I've been good to Braden.
Yeah.
He sees it.
Mm-hmm.
He's felt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's heard from multiple other people the things that I've done when he was on the block.
The best case scenario is one of them goes no matter what. And the worst case scenario is next week is if the remaining one wins. But then everybody's on the chopping block.
They can only get one person at a time.
You can only get one person at a time. And I'm just praying there's not some freaking secret power now.
There's not. You're right, the
Right.
invisible HOH was the secret power this season.
Yeah. You or Braden winning is best case scenario. And I want to believe in Ty, but it's just so hard.
Braden winning this POV is best case scenario. Mm-hmm. He gets something to his resume. It's a huge move for both of you.
Yeah,
The jury would fucking absolutely love it.
they would.
I have no reason not to believe Ty.
We really don't.
I think he was a part of the decision to put me up, and he knew it would separate me from Beth and Jed, which is why he let it happen.
Oh yeah.
And he
And
knew.
then he might have like rallied to get you to stay, which would make sense because Ty kind of like randomly said something to me about the vote for you, but I didn't know what to take with it.
What do
know
you
I
say?
mean? Well, it was just like when they put you up, it appeared like it was set in stone, right? And we were sitting outside, and I was like, "Can I have a hypothetical game question with you?" And his like eyes kind of lit up. He's like, "Why, you want to talk about the vote?" And I was like, "Oh, no." I'm like, "I thought the vote was set." And then I think he was worried that if he said anything negative about Tina to me, that I wouldn't bite. And he's like, oh, yeah, it is. But his eyes like lit up. That's why I remember when I walked in Defender and you're like, you're smiling all weird. I had a feeling that you were going to stay. But I obviously had to be like sympathetic to Blue Line, you know, like Tina was obviously like my best friend in this house.
Oh, no, I know.
But I wasn't mad when they were like, oh, let's keep Keith, because I was like, yeah. Keith came to play hard. Not that Blue Line didn't. But I think Ty was trying to like, but we've just always been so like we can't tell if we can trust each other or not. So it didn't really go far.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he was already thinking about it before you even said anything to them.
Oh, we've been thinking about it for weeks. How many times I come to you and Blue Line and be like, I've been having some great discussions with Ty.
Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah.
Those discussions were about this scenario.
Yeah.
He's the only person I've ever talked to about it, and it's never got back to them. Even in their reasoning for putting me up, they never mentioned that. They just mentioned my position in the house and how the jury views me.
Yes.
Why would they hide the fact that they think I've been saying their names? Because I only talked about a Final Four scenario. What are we going to do?
Right.
You know what I mean? I never talked about anything else than that. I never talked about a 7, 6, 5 scenario ever.
Well, I think Ty came here to win.
Oh, yes.
And there's no way he wins if he uses a veto to pull one of them down. Because the jury would literally be like, are you for real? Are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't look well. And when we were at Wendy's, he's like, I swear on everything. If I get that veto, I am not using it.
I really don't think he would.
And he's never said that to me. Never. He's never made a promise to me.
He would just look like the biggest fool if he did.
Oh, it would literally like, I don't know how you rebound. Because then how do you get them out? Like, what, do you wait to see if you guys are all in a final three and then you cut one of them?
Oh, they would cut Ty next.
Yeah.
Well, no, they would cut me, then Ty, and then have go at it with you and Braden.
Yeah.
Because they would like their chances against you guys in the Final Four POV, which is just as important as HOH, if not more important.
POVs are huge
Because you
now.
decide who goes to the Final Three.
Yeah, POVs are huge now.
I'm going to win that 4 if I can get there, Tara, and I'll get us to the 3.
I think we're in a good spot. I believe in us. Hell yeah.
It's just so hard.
It is. You can't get too comfortable. You can't assume it. You never know.
I honestly still feel like I'm the biggest target in this house, in everybody's eyes who's outside these walls.
I think everybody has targets on them for different reasons, though.
I just know they're...
Like, you're a target because of your resume. I could be a target for revenge.
There's
or
no
whatever.
revenge moves anymore. We're too deep in the game.
Braden could be a target because they think he's a floater. He doesn't need it. Ty can be a target if he doesn't use it and they feel betrayed. Like, it's not always... Like, obviously, best case scenario is Jed going because he'll be so hard to get out. I'm kind of over Beth's voice, though. I'm sick of her bitchy looks. She's so catty. I hate that. I actually think Jed is more honest than her. He's just more difficult to compete against. Because I think once a switch turns, he turns into something else. But he's more honest than her.
Mm-hmm.
I do think she
I
has.
can't believe you've ever believed a word Beth has said. That astounds me.
Yeah, because she's pretty good.
I've
Yeah.
never believed her once.
Yeah. She's very manipulative. Like,
I
she
know.
knows how to play on certain people.
I guess she would always come to me and be like, "Oh, so and so saying your name."
Yeah.
She would always try to turn me against other people. Always. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, she said it to me about you the whole season.
Really? What did
Yes.
she say about me and you?
She's like, "Oh, TNT think they have you wrapped around their finger. They think that you'll do whatever they want."
Meanwhile, if she would have known our real conversations, I've never thought that. I've always known that you were more loyal to them.
Like,
We've gotten into beefs about it.
I know.
I've never. I don't like how she uses words like that. Wrapped around my finger or in my pocket. Don't talk about people like that. I don't like that.
No. It is what it is now. Like, just from me hanging out with you, I'm going to be a big target. They're going to think I'm
It's so
sucking
dumb
up.
though, because we always hung out anyway.
That's what I said to them.
We've always hung out anyway. And even during all that Vic shit, I basically was like, I'm close to 2 people in the house, and it's Kiefer and Tina because that's who I hang out with. So I don't know why they're playing this like, you don't have any friends, no one likes you. Like, go fuck yourself.
I didn't get that play. They're like, "You need to go spook her, Keith." I'm like, spook her? Like, I'm going to go pitch to not be on the block.
But then to me, they were like, oh, Keith's really pressuring you. And Keith thinks it's his HOH. You know that he's going to take credit for your HOH, right?
How the fuck am I going to take credit? I think it's poetic
They
justice.
think that everybody is blind little sheep that need to get herded. Honestly, the only thing that you helped me with is deciding who the fuck I put next to Jetson.
And I didn't
And it was
know.
never going to be you, and
I
it was
didn't-
never going to be Brayden.
I was good with Jed and Ty at first.
Yeah.
Because I thought Beth wouldn't use the veto until she started pitching Ty to go home. Then I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is crazy.
And for real, Beth, you're telling me if you win a veto, you're not going to use it and then spend the next 3 or 4 days uncomfortable with the guy that you are attached to the hip with.
Yeah.
I do think that she would maybe be cutthroat and cut him at the very end when she doesn't have to see him. You know what I mean? When you cut somebody in a final 3, it's shit, but you're like, well, see you later. Do you know what I mean? She's not going to do that. Okay, and I said that to her, and she's like, we're at the point in the game where big moves need to be made. I'm like, this isn't the move you're making in this time. You're going to get rid of your soldier that you have wrapped around your finger so that you can go to battle against me, Keith, Brayden, and Ty. I'm not a fucking idiot.
You've proven yourself in comps more than Beth.
Yeah, well, especially if they're saying that Jed threw that one to her.
He did.
And not only did he throw it to her, that he did kind of cheat. He clarified something that was said that
Yes.
wasn't supposed to be allowed.
100%.
I just want this veto to happen.
I wish I started working with Brayden a long time ago, like on this level.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
He's
Brayden's good
so
shit.
good.
I would love for it to be me, you, and Brayden.
That's my only goal. If we could take out the big 3, 1, 2, 3, we're legends for the rest of our lives, no matter who wins this game. And we're.
And I mean, I honestly don't really got any beef with Ty.
I mean, if it has to be me, you, and Ty,
Yeah.
I feel
Because
confident.
Ty had kind of alluded a few times about working with like me, you, and Tina.
That was our plan.
Yeah.
Coming down to the final 6. Where we switched to go to a 4v2.
It will have to be like one or the other with like Brayden and Ty, obviously, though, because they are pretty close. Like if one of them, either Jed or Beth goes, I can't see Ty or Brayden putting Ty or Brayden up, you know? Like for sure they would put up the other one.
Honestly,
But that would leave like me.
I don't even know. It's all gonna come down to the comps.
Yeah.
Like
It really
everything.
will.
Like it's too tough to have. We know you and I.
No.
Braden could just win back to back here, win the 4th veto.
I'd love to see him do that. Because then at that point, everybody has like even playing resumes where you're not taking somebody just because they didn't win anything. Because that's dangerous.
Yes,
That's an easy person for someone to take.
I know. And it's
I
scary.
hope that Brayden wins back to back.
Yes.
Because then there's literally no reason to be like, why one person is carrying one. You know what I mean? You know, there's always somebody that's like, there's no chance they could win. So that's who everybody takes. So I hope Brayden and Ty start getting some more fucking wins. That was one thing that Beth said to me about like she's like, I am for the girls, but she's like, I couldn't keep Tina. It would be so much work for me to carry her. She said that to me. She's like, it would have been way too much work for me to keep her safe and you safe. I'm like, I don't know why you think we need you to keep us safe. You have never made me feel safe in this game. You've only ever made me feel like shit, Beth.
Golly.
I want this comp to happen though, come on. Just nervous energy. Can't wait to have a dart.
Tomorrow morning, maybe.
I'll wear a blue line sweatshirt out there.
For the comp?
No, when I have my dart in the morning.
Oh,
It's cold. I know, I almost worn it, but they were like, they would have just... been so pissed. Oh, we gotta give this moment to Blue Line. It's gotta happen. Blue Line will cry. Blue Line will cry. She would be so happy. She would cry.
yeah, I had to give my goodbye message, no matter who it is. I want to say, hey, tell Blue Line what he at. I don't need that fucking jury vote. If I make it, honestly, I'm not losing hope. It's just,
It's a tough road. It's gonna be a tough road. It doesn't mean that we can't do it.
I just feel
We
like
can do something that's never been done, and it would be epic.
everybody's gun is gonna be pointed at me next week.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's starting to get to that point in the game where somebody might find your knowledge very valuable. You know what I mean?
Well, I already told Brayden everything I know. Told him about my alliance with them. Why I heard everything they said about him and about Austin.
That was so clutch that all of that happened before this HOH. So clutch. That was thanks to Blue Line for sure.
It
She set
was.
us up.
She did.
Did Blue Line ever tell you her secret?
What? She might have.
Like you know how she always talks like that she's like a graphic designer and everything? She owns the company.
She's
Two of them.
She's rich.
I don't think she's rich, but I don't think she does, like, I think she does well for herself.
She's fucking rich.
I don't think rich, because that's what I said. She's like, people always assume, but it is like, she's like, no, like, she's like, I'm not just a graphic designer. Like, I built my company. Like, I am a small business owner. I've worked my ass off for it. She's got two.
Wow.
Her and Cher run them together.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody.
That's why her sweaters were so dope.
Yeah. You know the Tag-A-Pet? That's her company.
I was wondering about that.
It's like they create like custom made tags for dogs, and then she owns the graphic design company, which is pretty badass. And she told me, I was like, oh, good for you, Blue Line. But she didn't want anybody to know, because she's like, I don't want people just to assume that I'm loaded, but I bet you to do it. I don't care.
That's what I'm at right now. It's like,
But we never throw in the towel. Ever.
oh no.
Ever.
No, we got no choice anymore,
No.
but we come this far. We're
No.
less than 3 weeks away from a finale night. By the end of this week, we'll be less than 2 weeks away.
It's crazy. We can do this. We can do it. We 1000% can do this. Oh my God, I just couldn't even believe it. The two oldest house guests left, mom and dad, in a finale that has never happened. Never. And
Who's
you know
Blue
what?
Line
At
voting
that,
for?
What?
Who's Blue Line voting for?
Honestly, should be objective to see until the end of the game.
I think you'd have her vote.
No, actually. She was very like, as is, I think she would vote for you.
We'll see. I'm definitely gonna win.
Because she has said before, like, she's like, Kiefer is playing the most well-rounded game. She wouldn't have felt that if you stuck with them, though. That would have completely changed her mind.
Oh, I know.
Especially if you were to win the veto and stick it to them. That's another,
That's why I want to win it.
yeah, she'd be objective. But honestly, at this point, I know it sounds crazy, but like, we got families. Do you know what I mean? Money like this changes for people like me and you.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Like, that changes things. Whether it's 20 grand or 100K, when you got families, that is something else.
That's all I think about. It
Yeah.
keeps me up at night. How close I am to
If
changing my family's
both
life.
of our families could get something positive, either or. Do you know what I mean? We got kids,
You're the only one in this house who would take me.
probably. And I wouldn't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would still have my arguments. You would have yours, and I would still have mine.
Oh, yes.
And honestly, if you beat me, like, I would be proud to stand next to you. I would be proud if I lost to you. And I would be happy either way. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would 100K be way better? Duh. 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 But we've got we got families. I think of kids. And
Me too.
even if I lost to you, literally 20K gives me an awesome summer with my daughter before she goes to school. That's an awesome family trip. That's a fence. That's me being able to chill with my kids for a full summer after being gone for 3 months.
$100,000 could potentially change my life forever.
Oh, and yeah, like 100K is like, pff, that does. And I do think either way, both of us there's gonna be great things outside of this as well. For both of us, especially you. And for me. I've proven that you can do hard things. Like, I want to do things to help motivate people and to like believe in yourself. Like, my game is reflecting that. Like, there will be opportunities for both of us outside of this house.
Oh, I know, for sure. I just hate the feeling that everybody's coming for me.
Everybody's coming for everyone right now. You never know. I'm still worried that Ty could fuck us over.
Don't be.
Oh my God, if Ty fucked us over and it would be Braden going on my HOH, I would cry. I would cry.
Then I win HOH next week and I send one of them home.
Yeah,
And you never touch the block in any scenario.
which is true. I would just be like,
Then you win the 4, I win
Yeah.
the veto.
we could still work with it, but I would just be choked.
He's not going to.
I don't think he would.
He wants that moment more than anything.
If he wants to win, he needs it. At this point, if you want to have anything to say, you got to start doing stuff right now.
It will be one of the most legendary moments, if it happens, in the history of this show.
Yeah.
It will be. And we'll have a front row fucking seat for it.
It would be crazy. People wouldn't even. Would he actually do it? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it makes me so nervous. In a good way, though. Game level, it makes sense. Personal level, makes 0 sense. But he even said when he's playing, when he puts his game face on, like he's cutthroat. Like when he said that yesterday when he plays basketball.
That was today.
Oh, yeah, today.
Yeah, and people change when they play ball.
Yeah.
I could tell both those guys change big time when they play ball.
And this is, we're playing right now.
Oh, yes. I couldn't even imagine making it to finale night.
Yeah, it's so close, but still so far away. Anything could happen. Anything.
Literally.
Literally all we can do is our best. That's
All
it.
we know is we're guaranteed top 5,
Guaranteed top 5. Guaranteed top 5.
which means we will not be forgotten.
Even if they bamboozle us,
We're guaranteed top 5.
I would put up Braden on you. I would.
I would go home if I'm sitting up there next to Beth.
And there could, who knows, we could maybe save Braden if he was up there.
I think we could.
Well, yeah, because it would be Ty and you.
Yes. That's the scenario I'm worried about. Ty uses it on Jed. Brennan goes up, we vote out Beth anyways.
And then Ty and Jed are unstoppable to a certain degree, depending on what the comps look like.
I just don't see it happening. Ty's big move isn't getting Beth out.
No.
It's getting Jed out.
Yeah.
You've always said whoever gets Jed out, you. And it's not
It
only
won't
going to
even
be.
just be on me though, because whoever wins that veto, like that's huge too.
But I mean, for people, if Braden won it, people would be like, yeah, of course Braden didn't use it. Like, why would he?
Yeah.
especially for the jury, because they all seen them shit talking Brayden the whole time,
Yeah.
all game.
Yeah.
They all know, especially Vic
Yeah.
and Rohan and Tina.
I actually think if I got Jetson out, like if he went on my HOH, that Vic would be pumped for me.
Oh yes.
I don't think that it would be enough to like sway her where she fully thinks I deserve to be here, but she'd be like, oh, okay. Now you've got my attention.
Mm-hmm. And if you won the 4 and I won the 5,
It's possible. Anything's possible.
I feel like I have to win next Thursday.
So there's this veto, another HOH, another veto, HOH veto. Like there's 5 big comps left before we go down to the 3.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It won't be easy, but it could be done. It's insane. 5 comps until the end. I can't believe it. I am so glad I won this one.
It was you, me, or Brayden.
I don't know what is Beth thinking. If she did throw it, why would you throw something
She
at
thought-
this point in the game?
She just thought she was so comfortable. She thought there's no way Brayden puts her up, there's no way I put her up, and there's no way that you put her up or Tashawn. Literally, she thought she was in the best spot in the house. You should
Which
just...
also proves how she's really not that loyal to Jed. Because she has to know that Jed's going up every time.
Oh, yes. We know this. I asked her how well she memorized the audiobook before the comp. She's like, I think I remember some things. I was like, are you studying it? She's like, how do you study a thing like that? She's like, you're just going to have to remember it in the moment. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
I went through that thing so many times with Blue Line.
Me and Brayden went through it all night, too.
Yep.
All night. To the point where
I wanted to get perfect. I'm pissed I didn't get all 7.
you just missed the Josh one, right?
I was torn between Josh and Julie.
I
should have known that it was
I just
Josh.
missed the first one and that one.
And I should have known because Josh did say that because he's like, going after solo players is boring. I just didn't remember the full way he said it.
No, I know. That's so annoying. If I got that one right, I would have tied you.
And I did last second on the very first question. I had it on Josh and then I moved it to Kyle. Like, I wonder if Latoya would be pumped for us or if she's bummed that potentially Jed and Ty would be breaking their bond.
I don't know.
I can't figure that one
I
out.
think she would be pissed at how they did me.
Yeah.
In my heart. That's what I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how could they do me dirty like that
Yeah.
before they needed to?
So unnecessarily.
So unnecessary. I told Jed when he did that, I was like, that could be I was like, this could be $100,000 mistake, Jed. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And he kind of just laughed it off.
He's not laughing now. He's pissed. She's pissed. Don't treat people like that. Don't treat people like they're expendable. And then expect for you not to be. I might go frickin' touch up my face again. Might as well.
I'm gonna chill here for a bit, and then maybe make a sandwich or something.
Do these mean anything? I'm starting to think that they don't.
The 318s, the 44s, the 1412, the 6, or the 230s?
Why are you here?
For our entertainment.
They do. They do just put a bunch of random stuff and be like, memorize what you think. Yeah, well, see you later.
Day 6. Julie goes home by a vote of 11 to 2. Day 6. Austin wins arch rivals. Day 8. She nominates myself and Josh.
Holla!
No. Day
You listening to
7.
jams?
She nominates myself and Josh. Day 8. I win.
Oh. I'm just coming to
Have fun
fix
with
up my face, waiting for this to go down.
Says my mom is Rohan. Day 13. Josh goes home on a unanimous.
Yeah, let me brush my teeth and then I want to chat.
Victoria wins.
I want to see them on
Day
top.
14. I go up on the block next to Victoria.
Oh,
Day
great.
15. Bolton wins. Heal. Day 20. Victoria goes home on 6 to 3. I win HOH. Day 21. I nominate Kyle and Rohan. Day 22.
How are you actually feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Really good. It's just because I really want to make this move.
Yeah. Well, and I know, like, I know for you and your game, because you came here to win, that this is the move that you need at this
I
point.
know.
But I know that it's hard.
Of course it's hard.
Like, I don't think that, like, I don't want you to think that I'm assuming that for you that it will be easy to do this. You know what I mean?
Of course it's hard. Those have been my people again.
Yeah.
But I knew this time, like Tara, like obviously this time was gonna come.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, for your game, this, you kind of need.
I need this move. That's why I want to do it so bad.
This is like a big build
Huge.
on
I
your
know-
resume.
I know it probably.
And if you didn't, sure, are you going to look like the loyal bud? But the jury will just be like, well, you just gave us a reason not to vote for you at the end.
Exactly. Because
know?
then it's them manipulating me to make another move. That's good for them.
Yes.
And then when they cut me later, or if I'm standing next to one of them, they can play
Yeah.
it as a
They'll
manipulation.
be like, oh, so you saved them
Yeah.
so they could protect you.
Tara, it's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah. But it is, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard.
Do you know what I
like
mean?
to have to look them in their face. And
Yes.
100%.
I'm just saying, I recognize that aspect of it.
They're going to understand the big picture. The reality is, it's like they can't. They won't even be able to. I won't get the brunt of the reaction while we're still here. Because at the end of the day, it becomes a campaign after that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As upset as they'll potentially be,
Yeah.
I know they'll be very upset. They're gonna have to campaign after.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like they can't be angry. They just have to take it
Yeah.
on the chin and kind of just move on.
And then honestly, at that point, it's kind of going to be up to you, Kiefer, or Braden. Like, I know which way that I would prefer.
You prefer best days.
Um,
In my mind.
for very different reasons, though. Like, there is an element that could be good to keep somebody like Jetson, because every time Jetson goes up, do you know what I mean? Everybody's putting Jetson up every time. The problem is,
It'll be harder to get out.
yes,
I know.
I think when he competes, a switch is flipped. Like when he did that crossword, I was like, shit. That exposed like how fast he did that, how smart he was. You know what I mean? Like that was like, holy crap.
If we have a chance to take
And
him
then
out.
somebody but Beth is also equally dangerous because she's manipulative.
That's what it is.
Very, where it's very believable. Do you know what I mean? They're both dangerous for different reasons, but I think they both have, like, in a lot of scenarios, they're just going to keep going on the block. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you also have to think, like, who is more likely to, like, win the next HOH?
Yeah, it's hard.
Because if somebody like Jedson, like, you make this move, Jedson's going to be more salty to you because he'd be like, you're supposed to be my boy. Do you know what I mean? Would you be able to get that bridge with somebody like that? You might be able to.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Because I think Beth is much more sneaky.
Yes. So if she were to stay, she wouldn't be as salty as Jed would.
With you personally.
With me personally. No.
I think she would be salty with me, but Beth has already put me up before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And at that point, she might be salty at Braden. She might, like, who knows?
She'd be salty at a lot of people. I think in that scenario, if Jed goes home and I win, Beth goes up next week.
Yeah.
I'll just take her out too.
Well, and then in that scenario, it would be you, Kiefer, and Braden against Beth. And I don't want to shortchange her.
No.
She could very well. You never underestimate people.
Yeah.
But I do think that Jed has that switch.
I agree. I agree. If we have Jed on the block at the end of the week, he must go home.
And there was, I'm not going to lie, I was contemplating putting you right next to
I know
Jed.
you were.
Only for the reason is that I think that you can flip a switch too. And I was confident, like, I'm confident that you can beat him when you're driven too.
I believe I can too.
I think you can.
I agree.
I actually, if anybody kind of can, especially if it's something physical, you can do it.
Yeah.
But I did not want to sour any waters with us.
Which is good, because the reality is that I think you probably were wondering about what would happen if I won the veto.
Oh yeah.
If I try to save all of us. It just doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. But it's like, if you win this veto, you are in a position where you are going to be making a huge blindside, and I'm not naive to the fact that it could go either way. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You could either blindside Jed and Beth, or you could blindside me, Kiefer, and Braden. Like, you have the power to do that.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
That's a real...
But if I blindsided you guys,
it wouldn't make sense for your game.
It wouldn't make sense for my game.
No.
I would essentially be... If both of them make it out this week, we pretty much signed a victory for them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why, like, I've been trying to, like, have these little, like, I had one conversation with you outside, one in the chest, one in one in Expedia. Even when I was like, did you come here for the money or the title? Like, I needed to see how bad you wanted it for yourself.
Of course.
And when you quickly said the money, I was like, okay. He might.
Of course.
He might not use it.
I didn't come here for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the reality is, their showmance has kind of shielded me throughout this game.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the reality of the circumstance.
Yeah.
But I always knew that there would come a time where our backs were against the wall and they would turn on me.
Yeah.
I knew they would.
There was a point where you and Jed looked like just a dynamic duo. But he did kind of, when he started catching feelings for Beth.
It changed.
Yeah.
But Jed is that guy. I knew that
Yes.
from early. I asked him all the right questions that were gone in this game.
Yeah.
To find that out.
He said that in the kitchen the other day when we were talking about, like, oh, have you ever had, like, a girlfriend and then you don't hang around with your friends anymore? He fully was like, yeah, I've done that.
Yes. I've asked all those questions. I've assessed who he is.
Yeah.
I know who Jed is.
And I think he would take her.
100%. I'm a little bit more confident that she would burn him, but not now.
No.
She
There's
mean-
no way. And that's what I said to her when she was, like, trying to feed me her shit. And I'm like, Beth, you're not going to cut him and then awkwardly be around him for the next 4 days. You would cut him in a final 3. You are that cutthroat person.
Yeah.
If given the chance, you would.
Yeah, she would.
You would do exactly what John Purdy did to Netta.
Mm-hmm.
Roles reversed to secure your 100 grand. You're not doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to cut your soldier. That would be the dumbest. That would be like unnecessarily sacrificing your queen in a chess game.
Yeah. She would not. They vote as one. He is another strong player that would never burn her. Why would she burn him?
Yeah.
She'd only burn him at the end.
And she kind of showed that to you when she pitched yours and Braden's name. Why the fuck did she not pitch Kiefer? Do you know that none of them pitched Kiefer to me?
I think people have it made up in their mind.
That they think that
You would
they're
never
the
put
final
Kiefer.
3. Yeah. Or if they think that Kiefer's final 3 if they're that confident with Kiefer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because none of them pitched Kiefer to
Did
me.
you ever consider putting up Kiefer? I know you had said that you would at one point, apparently.
I wouldn't be, because obviously, like, I learned some things about Kiefer, but the information came from Beth and Jedson. So how good is that information? And in all reality, Jedson just screwed Kiefer over.
I know.
Why is Kiefer gonna come for me? You were the one who screwed him over. I just won a veto and took myself off the block.
Yeah.
But, you know, do I know what Kiefer would do in power? Like, no. But I'm gonna take a chance. If I get burned, then I picked the wrong choice. But I don't see any scenario with that showmance that benefits me.
I don't think it benefits anybody.
Nobody.
Nobody.
They would take each other every time.
I know this.
And they would lie to whoever they took to a 3.
I know.
They would lie to all of them.
That's the only worry I have is if one of them does win. I just want to be sure that they don't get through this week.
What do you mean?
Like, if one of them does win and comes down,
Oh, one has to go. One has to go
what I mean.
1,000%.
So it seems like we're all on the same
It doesn't
page
matter.
about that.
We have the votes. One has to go. One has to go no matter what.
I just don't want anybody getting convinced or thinking that there's a deal that could be made or thinking like,
Fuck those deals. Now it comes down to, like, we're playing individual games. Their protection, honestly, doesn't mean anything to me. How can I ever think that you're going to protect me more than you're going to protect each other? And we're at the game where you can't be protecting 3, 4 people. Do you know what I mean?
to be honest with you, out of everybody left, outside of them, who do you think is most likely to save?
Like, if Keeper of Braden, what do you mean? Oh, hey there.
Any minute?
No?
No.
When you chilling?
Where's Brandon?
Downstairs. Is that my water? Is that my water? Oh, KC.
Casey.
Can you pass mine? Oh, is it behind you? Oh. You got that from me, big dog?
Oh, you know me? Here, please. Bray's not downstairs.
Yeah, he's on the... Oh, he got called to D.
Oh.
Maybe it's a
DR.
BC.
Thank you, sir.
No, we're just anxiously waiting for the comp.
Telling Tara how bad I want this win.
Yeah.
Bad.
Bad.
Like I need it.
That's the way I'm feeling.
You don't need it.
I don't
I
think.
don't need it.
You don't need it. Need it.
Poetic justice.
Oh yeah, he wants it for that moment. Yeah.
I know. I just want one of those moments.
I've never been afraid of the heat in the kitchen. Get the burns.
I always get big wins.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, we have to think of like the cheesiest analogies. Like every day.
No.
I've got
No,
the
I'd
birds
be-
to prove it.
I'd be pumped. So would they.
I always
Honestly-
get wins when I need to.
Yeah.
Always.
Me too.
It's true.
There's a lot of
Maybe I
people
don't
who could
need to.
benefit from this moment, which is cool.
Yeah. Me, you, or Bray. It would be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
And then that obviously works very well in my favor. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Because I don't want to have to say another name. We control the vote no matter what. I do not want to have to say another name.
I get that.
Oh, you. One of the two is one.
Yeah,
There's no scenario.
for sure.
So it's a win-win. You just gotta navigate and hope. Win-win any choice.
I just want us to make the choice rather than them.
100%.
That's what it is.
We would still be making the choice in the end, though. One of them is going.
No, but in terms of which one,
Oh,
I'd rather us
yes.
make that choice.
Yes. Yes,
I mean, because then
1,000%.
we can sit down together and talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd way rather that scenario than us
Way.
have to just be like, oh well, whichever one. Yeah, I need this for my game. I need
It would be very beneficial for your
The jury
game.
house would go fucking.
The jury would have
ballistic.
so much respect for your game. Do you know what I mean? It would put you on a different level.
It really would.
Especially to Ro. Like, Ro would be like, yep, boss move. I would have done it myself. Do you know what I mean?
You know he loves that shit.
Yeah.
Spicy would love it too.
Oh,
He
yeah.
would love it.
So
Blue
Tina-
Line would just cry.
Tina would.
She'd just cry.
She'd cry.
She'd be like, somebody get me a dart. Especially because whoever it was has to roll it with tape.
It's funny because they want me to win it too.
Are they
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
throw it to you if you're
Jed's like, if it's close, throw it to you. It's better that way.
See, that is so him
Tashawn,
protecting Beth.
please fix your microphone.
just because you're whispering?
Yeah.
He's a hero.
That is so him again protecting Beth to you. So he's telling you if it's close between him and you, he's going to throw it to you so that you save Beth.
He wants Beth to come down at all costs.
Is that who they would want you to use the veto
No,
on?
no.
Oh,
No, he asked me this morning. He's like, who are you gonna use it on? I'm like, who would you want me to use it on?
yeah.
He's like, me. Me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll use it on you. I'm like, I wasn't sure if you were gonna say Beth. You seem like the guy that would say Beth. He goes,
Yeah.
He goes, no. So it's easier if you're down and we can put up Brayden. I'm like, we can just vote out Brayden. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he would take her in the end. The fact that he's like entertaining that Jed, the most competitive person in this house, is gonna throw it to you to protect a 3 when we're down to final 6.
He's in love. I called him today talking about their future.
Really?
Yeah, like, oh, when you come visit Toronto, like, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, they do look like they're like,
All they're thinking about is sharing that 120,000.
I know.
yeah.
That's probably what they're talking about.
Yep. And that's why they wouldn't cut the other, because they might actually be talking like future,
Yes.
which I mean, I'm really sorry to disrupt that plan, but
You're not. They can work out anyways,
yeah,
just without the money.
yeah. All you need is love, baby.
If you,
Hey, I started with nothing too. Don't even worry about it.
if you leave here with love, in my mind, you won.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need the money.
No, yeah. You got the biggest gift
Exactly.
you can get in this
I'm willing
house.
to give you guys. I have that one. I'm happy. I'm happy to give you guys that.
You really love someone when you're broke, okay? That's when you really love someone.
That's
Yeah.
real love.
Yeah. I was broke when Jericho met me. Oh my God.
Word?
Oh yeah. Broke.
And she had the good job.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And she still loved you anyways. I love those kind of stories.
Broken. Got a sugar mama. No, she doesn't buy me anything.
Love those kind of stories.
I like that thing on your head.
Feels good. Remind me of when I was drunk in here.
Sweet.
I wish you could have had a drink with us.
Oh, I know.
That was crap.
I know. That broke my heart. That's all good. I know. I get it.
Next week.
Right?
I feel like they'll give us something after all this debacle. Final 6, that's a big deal. They've given us something every week.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna get something
Yeah.
potentially.
Allegedly.
Final 6.
Kiefer, please go to the diary room.
Oh, I hope it's BC's. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, who's more likely to save them?
I truly don't think anybody would. I mean,
No, I don't think so.
Kiefer is a bit of a wild card because he used to be very loyal to Jed. But I think when Jed did him dirty, I think that cut off his bond.
Yeah, I don't think Brady.
And it wasn't even initially like I got into a fight with Keith. because I think he would have stayed loyal to Jed. I got into a fight with him, and then Blue Line was like, this is ridiculous. Like, whatever his facade was, because it was always with Jed. You know what I mean? I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, I think
I'd be shocked. I mean, expect the unexpected. Literally anybody could do something different. They could try and cut a deal, but I think everybody is very aware that their deals,
don't mean anything.
well, nobody came here to get in third place. Third would be worse than going home first.
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, third is like, you made it all the way to the end. You didn't get to party and jury. You made it all the way to the end, and then you don't get no money. And with both of them staying, who wants that protection? Because Beth is even making it clear, like, she says she would cut him. I don't think so.
No, no way.
I don't think so.
No. At the end, at the 3, maybe. But other than that,
Even
no.
then, no. If they are legit about their relationship and moving forward,
Yeah, you're probably right.
like, that can be a big,
You know why?
that's a big start.
Because in theory, they could claim everything they've done as one. So it's like they'll just.
Or if they're just, yeah, like, if they're actually in love and they're serious, they could be like, look, it doesn't even matter whoever wins. Your money's my money. Like,
Yeah.
me and my husband,
Yeah.
his money is my money.
That's what I mean.
My money is his money.
That's what I mean. They could go down and make the same victory speech and just let the jury decide who they liked more.
Yeah.
And they would be happy with
Yeah,
that.
doesn't matter.
They
And
would
they'd
be.
hold hands and they'd kiss. They'd be like, a showmance has never happened.
Yeah, that's what they want.
He would honestly, and in that scenario, he'd probably pitch for her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is the only thing too, like, but it's gonna happen. Can't be scared of it. Whichever one goes to jury, the other one will have a huge cheerleader.
Yeah.
And that's where the other one has to go.
Yeah.
Because they will sway. And they will make everybody else look like shit, you know?
I know. That's why I want to get rid of both of them.
Yeah.
And I want to be the one to do it. I would love it, Tara, more than anything.
The jury would be pumped for you. And it would, because we're at the point where people are starting to look at moves, and your veto win was huge, but this is like shit. And then we keep playing it out week by week.
I know. I know. No, I ask you that only in the case that you have to put up a replacement nominee.
I don't want to put up a fucking
Well,
replacement.
I know that. I know that. I don't want it to come to that either.
Fuck no. Because for me, that's burning a bridge with any of you. Do you know what I mean? I don't think any of our, I think that they're legit. I think Braden is down for this. I think Kiefer's down for this. And I think you're down for this. It wouldn't make sense for any of those 3 people
That's what I'm
to
saying.
not want this. It doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't want them to sway anybody.
Especially if you have to think, okay, for Keith, on a personal level, I'm telling you, he's not doing it. Not only on a personal level, but also game level. How does Kiefer win with Beth and Jed? He doesn't. Keith looks like, no offense, he kind of looks like their bitch. And the jury will see that, and they will discredit his entire resume. Not to mention, he would look like a bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would not be a good look for Kiefer. Not after last week. Braden, if Braden takes one of them down for their protection, he risks you going up,
Which isn't good for his game.
which is not good for Braden's game, right? Like, you and Braden have a really good connection. That is not good for Braden's game. If you do it, sure, you pull one of them down, but you don't have that moment to make, yeah, and plus Braden doesn't have any moves yet, right? If he pulls one of them down, that's basically him saying his game, I need somebody to carry me to the end,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
not Braden. He's not going to do that. And then what, if you do it, if you pull one of them down, it's going to be Braden that goes up, and it would be Braden that goes home, and that's not good for your
I
game.
know.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
And
I-
if on my HOH, Braden went home, I'd be devastated.
Yeah, I know.
I'd be devastated. But I can't give them Kiefer, because that is why they made that move, so that I would take a shot at Kiefer.
I know.
so they could feel good about it and they could have a jury vote with Kiefer.
I know that.
And if one of them pulls themselves down, one of the three has to go up, but I am confident the other showmans would go home. Like 1000% would go home. But I don't want to do that because then what? I piss off you, I piss off Brayden. Keith, if Keith sits up there, there's a very good chance that Keith goes. Do you know what I mean? Like that is people just mad at me for no reason.
Yeah, I don't think I would keep up there.
Well, it's just,
I would think you have to put me or Brayden.
and the votes would be there, but I don't want to have to do that.
No, I know. We don't
I
want to
do
get to
not
that.
want to have to do that.
Yeah, you'd have to put me or Brayden.
But I feel confident in
I think I'll win it though.
the three people. Yes,
I'll win it.
absolutely. I think that you have a very good shot at winning it. Brayden has come so close. They keep saying that Brayden's weak. I'm like, Brayden is not as weak as you think he is. He is coming really close in a lot of things. And if it is something with like a puzzle or something, like you did that sword thing way faster than everyone else. And if it's physical, you're fucking really physical too.
I just think anybody can win at any time. The reality is, it's
Anytime.
like nobody here has significantly more wins than anybody else.
No.
Keith has 3, Jed has 2, me and Beth have 1, you have 2. Like everybody's like,
Yeah.
Brayden has nothing, but nobody's dominated this game. For anybody
No.
to say that.
No.
The wins have been pretty balanced out amongst people.
But it will if it's physical. Like Jed will, a switch will flip. That is great. I don't know. Maybe let him think that.
But he's also under a lot of pressure right now too.
Yeah. And maybe if he thinks throwing it to you could say, Beth, that might be good to work in your favor.
I know this.
But it will. If you have to do that, it's going to be a shit thing to do.
I know.
But if you came here to win,
I didn't come here to make friends, Tara. I came here to win.
and at the end of the day, people are going to be friends outside this game.
At the end of the day. 100%.
At the end of the day, he would understand it.
Yes.
Do you know all the time they just say, you'll understand it when you see it? You could literally use their words against them.
Yeah.
You'll understand when you watch.
You watch. Yeah, 100%.
You know?
No, I know exactly what I would say.
But I understand that would be really hard for you.
It would be hard. I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
I was even hurt the fact that they were pitching me. It was like,
I can't believe they didn't pitch Kiefer to me.
they pitched me instead of Keith.
I can't believe they didn't pitch
Both of
Kiefer to
them.
me. Neither one pitched Kiefer. Jetson didn't pitch anyone, to be honest. Jetson was just like at peace. He knew he was going up. He was trying to like skate around the fact he definitely didn't want Beth sitting beside him. And he was more looking at it like, look, there's other outs. If you put somebody else out to me, like, you know, I can protect you. You don't want me like too salty. But he didn't. Jedson's actually a pretty straight shooter. He's actually pretty honest.
Yeah.
The problem is, he's really hard to beat, and
And
his
Beth-
relationship with Beth.
And Beth can convince him to do things
Oh yeah.
that are not
I just think it's crazy that Beth thinks she can convince you.
insane.
She has lumped you two together.
Insane. Insane. Tara.
Right?
Insane.
Right.
I think she just wants to have this image like I run the boys.
Yes. But then comes to me and says she wants to play a girl's game. Like, how are you playing a girl's game
And put
when you're
girls-
running with boys and you think you're manipulating boys? I don't understand.
And put girls on the block and cut girls, cutting Austin, cutting like,
Yes, all the girls are gone.
you can't use that when it's
And she
convenient.
says that to me all the time.
You
If
cannot.
I go, you're right next to me. She's like, this is a boys' game. I'm like, you've been playing with the boys this whole time.
You can't use that argument when your back's against the wall.
No.
Your actions don't match that kind of game. I'm sorry. When I heard that, I got upset. I was like, really?
And like, I grew up with boys. I'm okay rolling with boys. Like, as much as like,
You said that from the start.
yes, I grew up with 3 older brothers. I am a guy's girl through and through. I'm not scared to be in a situation where I'm surrounded by dudes. Do you know what I mean? Would I have liked to work with a powerful female? For sure. But you manipulated and lied. conversations that I had with her were like they all came back to me. And the conversations that I had with you that traveled to her, she told me about those. Like, you haven't been able to trust her either.
I know.
Not that they were anything substantial.
No,
They
I
weren't
know.
anything,
But I really believe that.
but they did come back to me.
I know. You know what it is? I just really believe that you didn't want to work with us because of Beth. And you said that.
Yeah, I've always thought she was sketchy.
And you were right.
Yeah. I do.
You were very right. I think she just wanted to play everybody.
Everybody.
She thought she was fooling everyone in there.
She was giving Tina her jury pitch. There are 6 people left. She was laying out her reasons for Tina because she's that confident. And people are saying she threw that HOH. How do you feel that good? And when I told her that I was putting her up, she was shocked. Shocked and pissed.
She came to me earlier that morning. She's like, Tara's putting you and Jed up.
You manipulated and lied. Conversations that I had with her were like they all came back to me. And the conversations that I had with you that traveled to her, she told me about those. Like, you haven't been able to trust her either.
I know.
Not that they were anything substantial. They
No, I
weren't
know.
anything,
But I really believe that.
but they did come back to me.
I know. You know what it is? I just really believe that you didn't want to work with us because of Beth. And you said that.
Yeah, I've always thought she was sketchy.
And you were right.
Yeah. I do.
You were very right. I think she just wanted to play everybody.
Everybody.
She thought she was fooling everyone in there.
She was giving Tina her jury pitch. There are 6 people left. She was laying out her reasons for Tina because she's that confident. And people are saying she threw that HOH. How do you feel that good? And when I told her that I was putting her up, she was shocked. Shocked and pissed.
She came to me earlier that morning. She's like, Tara's putting you and Jed up. She's not going to put me up. It's all good. We can get out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? The tone in her voice, how comfortable she sounded saying
yeah.
I'm going on a walk.
Oh, when I told
That's
her,
when it hit me.
you could tell that she was like, what?
Yeah, she came to me after. She's like, what did you say to Tara?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking
I
about?
knew she was going to do that.
Like, what are you talking about? She goes, Tara said she's putting me up. And I'm like, okay. She's like, so how did you make that happen? I'm like, so hold on. A few hours ago, you were comfortable with it being me.
Yes.
And now that it's you, you're asking, what did I say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you were comfortable with
Yeah.
that? Are you serious, Beth?
And she did. She outplayed herself because me and her what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, we did have a really good talk. She brought that right to Brayden and Kiefer. It came back to me twice. Twice. Where I'm like, I can't trust you. I can't trust anything you say. Which sucks because I would have liked it. She's good.
Oh, she is good.
I'll say that she's good, but
To Sean. Please fix your microphone.
it's because we're whispering. I'm so scared. It's supposed to be
Yeah, she is good.
creeping at the door.
I know.
That's okay. It's honestly, it doesn't matter when you see the real in people as long as you see it. As long as you see it.
Now that I see it, I was just waiting to see it. And now I saw it. Now I know. It's unfortunate because Jed might get hit in the crossfire. He might. He might pay for her actions.
Yeah, he might need to see her go though
Or that.
to get back in, you know.
Or that.
You're
What
good.
up?
You're good. I know everybody always like instantly comes in and be like, "Can I come in?" No, no, no.